Hey there, so you are thinking about making the move to Burlington, Ontario. Hold on a second, don't dive in headfirst just yet. Nah, I'm just kidding. Burlington is actually a pretty cool spot with lots to offer. It's nestled right on the shores of Lake Ontario and it's just a hop, skip, and a jump away from Toronto. So you get the best of both worlds, the small town charm and the big city excitement. But hey, before you start packing your bags, there are a few things you might want to consider. That's what we are diving into in this video. Stick around to find out the top reasons why you might want to pump the brakes on that move to Burlington, Ontario. Let's get into it. Hey, if you're first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living, working, relaxing, and having fun in Toronto, Ontario, and the surrounding cities across the GTA, like right here in Burlington, then subscribe below so you can be the first one to know about the current market in Ontario. I'm Hassan, and for a good while now, I've been helping people just like you settle down in Ontario. As a real estate professional here, my goal is to make sure your move can be smooth as it can be. So whether you're planning to make the move in 10 days or it's maybe 100, just give me a shout. All my contact details are right down below. I'll be more than happy to help you. Today, let's talk about why Burlington, Ontario might not be the best fit for you and why you may want to reconsider moving here. Let's start off with the cons of living in Burlington and let's get right into it now. All right, so you know a lot of folks find it pretty tough to make the move to Burlington. And you want to know why? Well, it's because the houses here can be really pricey, like very expensive. I mean, the real estate market in Burlington is kind of like a jungle. It's super competitive and the home prices are through the roof compared to other places. So if you're thinking about buying a house here, you better have a fat wallet. But wait, there's more. It's not just the cost of buying a house that will drain your bank account here. It's also the overall cost of living in Burlington. It's pretty steep too. Like groceries and utilities, they'll cost you an arm and a leg compared to other cities. So if you're planning to make a move to Burlington, you better have a solid financial plan in place. Living here ain't impossible, but it's for sure not cheap either. Another reason you might not want to move to Burlington is if you can't stand traffic jams. Seriously, nobody likes being stuck bumper to bumper on the road. And guess what? In Burlington, traffic can be a real headache. Especially with more and more people moving here, with the population growing, you can bet there will be more cars on the road, making your daily commute a real pain in the neck. Take for example, a trip from the eastern part of Burlington to the western part, which is about 20 kilometers. That can take around 35 minutes on the highway. And when the highway is quite jammed, especially during the rush hour, the side streets also get backed up. If you commute from nearby areas like Mississauga or Oakville back home to Burlington, your drive might be twice as long due to traffic. And let me tell you, that's just the tip of the iceberg. But when it comes to the downsides of living in Burlington, let's talk more about the next con. The next con in the list is the public transit system in Burlington. So they do have some bus routes, but they are not as extensive or frequent as what you might find it in bigger cities. And that can be a real downside, especially if you rely heavily on public transit for your daily commute. If you're thinking about hopping on public transit to get around, well, here's the real deal. Burlington only has 3 GO transit stations and they are pretty packed most of the time. So you can end up waiting a while for your ride, and that's not exactly fun. Plus, Burlington Transit, the local bus service is okay, but it might not, cover all your needs, especially if you depend on public transit a lot. So a lot of folks here end up getting a car because it's just way more convenient. I mean, you can zip around the city like in 10 minutes compared to waiting around the bus or train. The next con is weather in the list. If you're not a fan of cold weather, you might want to reconsider moving to this city. Winters in Burlington can be pretty harsh with lots of snowfalls and freezing temperatures. Burlington's weather can slow down traffic and make commutes even longer, especially when it snows on or the roads gets icy. And let me tell you, the snowfall and ice, they are not exactly friends with the roads, which can make your daily commute a bit of a hassle. You might even need to leave home earlier just to make sure you get work on time. Now, yeah, the winters have been a bit milder lately, but but you can still expect snowstorms and icy roads. And if you're not used to driving in that kind of weather, well, let's just say it can be a bit nerve-wracking. Okay, so my final con is the ongoing construction and development in Burlington. Yeah, as the city grows, they're building more and more high-rise buildings, especially in downtown area. And let me tell you, the construction, it can be a real pain for people living nearby. I mean, delays, noise, you name it, and they've got it. And sure, construction means progress, but it also means a lot of inconvenience. Plus all that dust, those detours, they can really mess with the peace and quiet, especially if you're living right in the heart of downtown. So if you're someone who values their peace and quiet time, you might want to think twice about moving to Burlington. So those are the cons of living in Burlington. Living in the city does have its downsides. Yeah, sure, finding affordable houses here can be a bit of challenge since the city is known for its having higher living costs compared to other cities in Greater Toronto area. Despite this, there are plenty of advantages to living here that I would like to share with you. Let's take a closer look at what Burlington is known for as being a great place to live and why so many people love calling this place home. So let's kick off things off with our first pro, which is Burlington's awesome location that offers residents the perfect balance of city life and natural beauty. Imagine you wake up to the sound of waves gently lapping against the shores of Lake Ontario with breathtaking waterfront views right outside your window. That's what life is like in Burlington. But that's not all. Burlington is also nestled between two major cities, which is Oakville to the east and Hamilton to the west, giving the easy access to all those amenities and attractions of big city life. And if you're up to a little adventure, well, you're in luck, because Burlington is the perfect starting point for a road trip. You can reach Toronto in just an hour, Hamilton in 20 minutes, Niagara Falls in 45 minutes, plus with the major highways and airports nearby, the possibilities of exploration are endless. So if you're craving a city that offers both natural beauty and urban excitement, Burlington might be the place for you. Okay, so let's talk about another great thing about living in Burlington, which is that city offers a green escape for nature lovers and outdoor enthusiasts. If you are someone who loves being outdoors, just check out Spencer Smith Park because it's got the most amazing views of the waterfront, and they even host school festivals. And if you want to go to the beach, Burlington Beach is the place to be, especially if you have got little ones tagging along. And if you are up for a challenge, hiking up the Mount Nemo is totally worth it, especially in the fall when the views are breathtaking. Oh, and let's not forget about the Royal Botanical Gardens. It's a floral wonderland with all those sorts of themed gardens and rare plants. And if you are more of an indoor person, their community centers and libraries have everything from pools and hockey rinks to cozy reading nooks. So whether you are a nature lover or just looking for a place to unwind, Burlington's green spaces have something for everyone. Another pro of living in Burlington is that it's just not about pretty views. It's also the place that takes education seriously. They've got a bunch of elementary and high schools, and guess what? They offer all sort of programs to set your kids for success. They've also got the public and Catholic school, so you have options. And they offer different streams like English, French, and even gifted programs. Plus, these schools always score higher than Ontario average in tests, so you know they are doing something right. But here's the best part. There's so much more to do besides regular classes. They've got awesome sports, music, and art programs, so kids can explore their passions outside of schoolwork. Burlington's all about giving students the chance to shine both in and out of the classroom. So when it comes to education, Burlington's got your back with great schools, opportunities for higher learning, and tons of cool stuff to do. Another thing that I love about Burlington is how safe it is. Like seriously, feeling safe in the city is priceless, and Burlington totally nails it. It consistently ranked as one of the safest areas in Canada because the crime rates here are crazy low. So whether you are taking a late night stroll or your kids are playing outside, you can relax knowing you are in a secure community. Being part of the Halton region really helps a lot. They've kept crime rates low for over 20 years now, both for serious stuff and smaller crime. There's this awesome sense of community watchfulness where neighbors really look out for each other. And the Halton police even offer this online crime map so you can stay in the loop with local crime stats right from the source. It's like living in this protective bubble where you can just chill and enjoy life without worrying too much. All right, last but not definitely the least, let's talk about Burlington's growing economy. It's like this bustling hub of business activity with all sorts of companies popping up left and right. You have got everything from advanced manufacturing to tech and life sciences, offering a tons of job opportunities. And because Burlington's so close to Toronto and other big cities, it's like this magnet for businesses wanting to expand in the area. So what does that supposed to mean for you? Well, it means that you have got plenty of industries to choose from when it comes to your career. It's pretty exciting to be part of the city that's just buzzing with growth and opportunity, don't you think? So overall, Burlington offers a perfect mixture of nature, city life, community safety with beautiful waterfront views and convenient access to Toronto and other cities. The location is hard to beat. So if you're looking for a well-balanced mix of urban excitement and a safe, relaxed community, and you have decided that the pros of Burlington outweigh the cons, feel free to get in touch with me. I would love to help you call Burlington home. If you're considering making the move to Burlington, Ontario, then definitely give me a shout. I would love to help you out. Just give me a call, shoot me a text, send over an email, or even schedule a Zoom call. Whatever works best for you. You can find all my contact information down in the description below. I'd be happy to assist you and your family in making the move smooth. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, everyone, and see you in the next video.